On a cold February evening, when headlines were swirling and speculation seemed louder than facts, something unexpectedly gentle happened behind closed doors. While the public followed reports about the distressing disappearance of Savannah Guthrie's mother, a different kind of conversation unfolded in a private living room in New York. There were no cameras, no press alerts, no dramatic announcements, just a handful of longtime colleagues gathered around Tom Brokaw, now 86, reflecting on a woman he has known for decades, Savannah Guthrie. His words were not sensational, nor were they meant to stir panic. They were personal, measured, thoughtful. In a time when emotions ran high, his reflections focused not on rumor, but on character, the quiet strength he had observed in Savannah for years. The weight of composure. Brokaw spoke about something many viewers have noticed but few could articulate: Savannah's composure. As co-anchor of Today, she has long been known for clarity under pressure. But this moment was different. This wasn't reporting on someone else's crisis. It was living through her own. And yet, her public statements remained steady, structured, and calm. Brokaw suggested that this steadiness wasn't accidental. It wasn't a performance crafted for television. It was a learned discipline, something ingrained long before bright studio lights or national audiences. In moments when many might understandably falter, Savannah chose deliberation over visible distress. Not because she lacked emotion, he implied, but because she had been taught that strength must always come first. The influence of a strong mother. At the heart of Brokaw's reflections was Savannah's mother, Nancy. He described her as resilient, a woman shaped by life's hardships and determined to prepare her children for a world that would not always be gentle. After losing her husband, Nancy raised her children with firmness and purpose. According to Brokaw, that environment cultivated independence and discipline in Savannah from a young age. Love, in that household, was steady but practical. Encouragement often came in the form of expectation. Nancy believed strength was essential, and Savannah absorbed that lesson deeply. Brokaw didn't frame this as criticism. Rather, he saw it as context. Understanding that background, he suggested, helps explain why Savannah meets public challenges with resolve instead of visible unraveling. A career built on control. Throughout her career at NBC, Savannah has been known for precision. Whether covering elections, interviewing world leaders, or reporting during national crises, she has maintained a steady presence. Brokaw recalled how, even as a young journalist, she approached her role with maturity beyond her years. She wasn't just ambitious, she was disciplined. When she rose to co-anchor at NBC News, it wasn't simply a professional milestone. It was a reflection of years of careful preparation. According to Brokaw, she often spoke of her mother's advice during key turning points: stay grounded, focus on the work, and never let pressure dictate your behavior. That mindset, he believes, is visible now more than ever, as she balances personal anguish with public responsibility. Public strength, private humanity. Brokaw acknowledged something important. Composure does not mean absence of pain. He shared that in private moments over the years, he had seen Savannah's vulnerability surface, briefly, quietly, and with restraint. Tears would appear, then be gently wiped away as she refocused on the task ahead. It wasn't denial, it was discipline. In the current crisis, that discipline has again become visible to millions. She thanks supporters. She acknowledges authorities. She speaks with dignity. Some might mistake that calm for detachment, but Brokaw urged listeners to consider another perspective. Sometimes strength is not about suppressing emotion, but about channeling it carefully. What viewers see is not indifference. It is a lifetime of learning how to function even when the heart feels heavy. The challenge of being watched. There is a unique weight that comes with living through hardship in public. Savannah is not only a daughter, she is a journalist known across the country. Every word she speaks is analyzed. Every pause becomes commentary. Brokaw noted that navigating such visibility requires extraordinary balance. She must communicate clearly while protecting her family's privacy. She must acknowledge public concern while avoiding speculation. In many ways, she stands at the intersection of personal grief, and professional scrutiny. That dual role would test anyone, yet she continues to appear composed, measured, deliberate. Brokaw believes that beneath that steadiness lies a profound sense of responsibility to her family, to viewers, and perhaps most deeply, to the values instilled in her since childhood. Strength as Legacy Brokaw's central message was not dramatic, it was reflective. He suggested that Savannah embodies her mother's philosophy of resilience. In moments of uncertainty, she does what she has always done. She stands firm. But he also gently raised a larger question. What does strength truly mean? Is it never breaking? Or is it allowing oneself to be human? He expressed hope that when this painful chapter ends, there will be space for something softer. Not headlines, not analysis, just understanding. Savannah's steadiness is admirable, but she is also a daughter navigating fear and hope like anyone else would. Recognizing both realities, her public strength and her private heart, gives a fuller picture of who she is. Looking beyond the headlines. As the search continues and the world waits for updates, Brokaw's reflections serve as a reminder that behind every public figure is a deeply personal story. It is easy to focus on timelines, statements, and speculation. It is harder, but more meaningful, to consider the human layers beneath them. Savannah is not simply a broadcaster delivering words to a camera. She is a daughter hoping for her mother's safety. She is a parent protecting her own children from worry. She is a professional maintaining poise while carrying emotional weight. Brokaw's quiet gathering did not aim to reveal secrets. It aimed to offer perspective. In times of crisis, empathy matters more than drama, and sometimes understanding someone's history makes their present strength easier to appreciate.